Smokepit Fairytales by Ainzwolf. Chapter 15. Hangover Fuel. Monday morning rolled around and I sat on the smoke deck behind the building at work. All the smoke pit had was a decaying pine picnic table and an ammo can for butts. I cradled my face in my arms on the table. I had Coke, coffee, and a breakfast burrito, none of which were very well consumed. I felt like God slugged me in the head with a baseball bat and Satan was fucking my stomach. My cigarette was half burned, despite me only taking 2 drags.
You all right, Sergeant?
A voice said from the other side of the table. I looked up to see Lance Corporal Gladewine. She was a cute blonde with a bob cut. I don't think I'd ever define her as beautiful, but definitely cute. Her uniform looked like a tent on her. She had to eat an immense amount of junk food to stay at the minimum weight for the Marine Corps standards. Sometimes I was afraid the wind would blow her away if it caught her at the right angle. I liked looking at her, but I didn't want my eyes open at anything at all right then. Hangover from hell. I put my head back down. I heard her light a cigarette.
You know, cigarettes will kill you too, Sergeant.
They said the same thing about Chechen snipers, Al-Qaeda, and the Taliban.
Rough night then, Sergeant?
Rough Friday night.
Holy shit. What were you drinking?
Fucking alien bullshit wine liquor.
Is it that bad?
Oh, no, it was fucking delicious. It just kicked my ass.
So, you ended your weekend on Friday night?
My girlfriend made me soup and rubbed my stomach, but yeah, besides that, I was about dead.
If it helps, my weekend was quiet too. I just fed the cats and banged my husband.
Gladewine, that's too much information. I lifted my head enough to take a drag. My chin was planted on my forearm. Gladewine had a book with her about 4 times as thick as the King James Bible. Light reading material.
Yeah, I mean, it's commentary on the socioeconomic struggle and resource development of...
Nerd.
I take it you don't read much, Sergeant.
Oh, no, I read all the time. Just making fun of you.
What do you read, Sergeant?
Science fictions are comic books for the most part.
And I'm the nerd.
Yep. I lifted my head up enough to pull my arm out from under it and rubbed my eyes. It's usually Heinlein or Asimov. Those fuckers wrote so many books it'll take forever and a day to read them all. Gladewine put out her cigarette.
That sounds about right. Well, Sergeant, I have to go back to pretending to work.
At least you're honest about it. I killed my cigarette and went back up to my section. My desk was in the back of a room overlooking the other Marines' workstations. I felt like a fucking pogue for having a desk. I nibbled my burrito and watched my Marines. Lance Corporal Kana, who suffered from chronic bitch face, was editing a video for a change of command ceremony. I never understood why those were recorded. They were a waste of everyone's time. I guess shooting one was better than standing in formation for 16 trillion hours trying not to pass out. Either way, you had to listen to some dumb shit officer thank everyone for being there. Why do people feel the need to thank you for something they forced you to do? Is that just salt in the wound? I had zoned out watching Kana and didn't notice when she turned around.
Sergeant, I have a question.
I answered, "What?" in a tone that could have been translated into, "What the fuck do you want? What the fuck are we doing here? Why the fuck does this unit exist? Is it about your haircut? Because your haircut's fucking stupid."
Well, I think your mustache is stupid.
I wanted to slap her, but I had a policy against retaliating against a good comeback. What's your question, Kana?
There's a shoot next week on Ospreys. What do I have to do to get on that?
You're excited about that?
We're out of base unit, Sergeant. That's about as exciting as it gets.
I'll talk to Staff Sergeant about it. Instead of eating lunch that day, I took a nap in the Jeep. When I woke up, I dredged back inside. Gladewine was manning the front desk.
Sergeant, Gunny Chanceworth is looking for you.
I grunted at her and made my way to the gunnery sergeant's office. I was told you were looking for me, gunnery sergeant. Gunny Chanceworth looked up from her computer. Her snaggle-toothed mouth said,
"Come in. Shut the door."
I did as she said and stood in front of her desk. She looked at me with malice.
"Marine, are you drunk?"
"No, I'm just a little hungover."
"Hungover, huh? Do you think that's acceptable?"
"Gunnery sergeant, I'm not drunk. If you want me to go over to the Sacco and..."
"That's not what I asked."
God damn it, this bitch is not trying to chew my ass. I just stared at her.
Well,
what, fuck pig? I don't know what you want me to say, gunnery sergeant.
coming in on duty, either it be hungover or still drunk, is extremely unprofessional.
Yeah, and you know what that means because your worthless ass has ever done anything professional. Aye, gunnery sergeant.
You're setting a bad example for the junior Marines.
A bad example, huh? I guess with 3 combat deployments and killing more people than you fucked, I'm the perfect bad example. Aye, Gunnery Sergeant.
You're shedding a bad light on the Marine Corps coming in like that.
Oh, God for fucking bed, the Marine Corps wanting Marines who actually got dirty and did shit over shiny boots and a pressed uniform who've never been more than half a mile away from Camp Pendleton. Aye, Gunnery Sergeant.
I know you think you're a badass because you've been on deployment.
Don't go there, bitch.
I've been to Iraq. I know what it's about. And there's no excuse for acting like an unprofessional child.
I thought. No, you didn't go to Iraq. You went to Al-Assad in 2008 when the war was already the fuck over and slept in a trailer and ate hot chow and ice cream whenever you fucking wanted. You had fucking USO shows and watched movies. You had internet access and a phone and talked to your friends and family every fucking day. Camp Cupcake does not count as a deployment. Your worthless fucking ass shouldn't have even gotten the goddamn deployment ribbon. You never took fire. You never went on patrol. Fuck, I bet my left nut you never so much as loaded your goddamn magazines. You sat on your pussy all day instead of hiking 80 pounds around the desert. You fucking flirted with the male Marines while your husband was back here with a job, and if you even touched your camera, it was to take photos of visiting generals and celebrities. How dare you compare your experiences to mine, you fucking cunt. You wanna call me unprofessional? Yeah, I'm a Karen, but I still went over there with the fucking grunts. I ain't no 0311, but I sure as hell did a lot more than you ever fucking will. How many of your fucking friends got killed? How many times did you get shot at? What the fuck did you actually do? How dare you even think you rate to talk to me like that? If there's even one fucking professional in this unit, it's fucking me. I'm the only one here who's ever actually done the fucking job. Fuck you, and fuck everyone like you. Aye, Gunnery Sergeant.
Since we're at it, Sergeant,
You worthless fucking whore, do not use my rank like that.
you need to fix your mustache and your haircut.
Oh, you dense bitch. Your mustache is thicker than mine is. It's obvious that you have nothing to do with your fucking time, you swine. Aye, Gunnery Sergeant. She told me to get out of her office, and I stormed to the smoke pit. I was so infuriated I didn't even pull out a cigarette. I just glared at the mountain behind the building with my hands on my hips. Gladewine was resting on the metal railing around the smoke pit.
Sergeant, has anyone ever told you that you always look like you want to kill someone?
Nope.
You all right, Sergeant?
Nope.
You want to talk about it?
Nope. Gladewine put out her cigarette.
All right. Got any Chanceworth?
Yep. She started to walk back inside.
Don't let her get to you, Sergeant.
I skipped dinner that night in favor of rum. I brewed in the barracks room, filled to the brim with hate and discontent. I didn't turn on the music or the TV. I just drank. Around 10 o'clock, I called up Doc. Doc!
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, dude, did you know that the Japanese commander at Tarawa said it would take 1,000,000 men 1,000 years to take the island, then the 2nd Marine Division took the fucking rock in like less than 72 hours?
Hank, how much have you had to drink?
A lot. Why?
Because you get fucking retard motivated when you drink too much.
Fucking so?
So, nothing, just looking out for you, man.
Yeah, no, my cunt, slut, bitch, fuck, poke, faggot, bull dyke, shithead, fucking cum slut, gunnery sergeant pissed me off.
You think you used enough fucking swear words there, bro?
No, that bitch is a bitch. She doesn't even know shit about fuck.
Shit about fuck, huh? What did she say?
Bitch was mad I was hungover at work and was telling me that fucking getting fat on Al-Assad was the same thing as being with a goddamn grunt unit.
Oh, dude, yeah. Fuck her, dude.
Fucking bitch. I stumbled outside and tried to dig for my cigarettes. What the fuck has that bitch ever done? Get a fucking bronze medal in a cum eating contest?
You can't let those assholes get to you, man.
I pulled the pack out of my pocket and immediately dropped them off the balcony. Fuck!
What?
I dropped my goddamn cigarettes off the fucking goddamn fucking the thing.
You dropped your cigarettes off the thing.
The fucking metal thing outside of the rooms.
The railing?
Yeah, the fucking railing.
Hey!
A voice screamed from the other deck.
Shut the fuck up, devil dog!
Hey, fuck you, Pogue! Come down here and say that shit. I'll cut your fucking dick off and fuck your grandma's cot with it, faggot!
Hank!
Doc said, trying to get my attention back. Hold on a minute, Doc. I have to go stretch some bitch's dick hole over their fucking face. I screamed back into the night. Well, bitch!
Yo, fuck you!
The voice called back. No, fuck you, you fucking pussy bitch!
I'm calling the OOD!
Call the OOD! He can't unfuck your mother's rotten cunt with my rusty keyboard!
Hank!
Doc barked into the phone.
Hank! Walk down to the 7-Day store and I'll be there in 5 minutes.
No, I'm gonna go fucking...
Hank! Store!
Fine, Doc! I stumbled across the street to the PX, grabbing my cigarettes on the way. I leaned against the bricks and lit up. A few minutes later, I saw the barracks duty and the officer of the day patrolling the barracks catwalks. That fucking pussy piece of shit. It's not even that late. Doc pulled up in the Mustang, killed the engine, and stood beside me.
You look fucked up.
Well, maybe I am fucked up.
We're all a little fucked up, man.
I scowled. Nah. I'm fucking tired of working with all these fucking pussy-minded shit fucks.
I know, man. They just don't have the same mindset people who actually did shit do.
Shit was so much fucking easier and all we have to do is not fucking die.
Yeah, I'd rather be in Iraq right now, too.
Doc?
Yeah, man?
What was that place?
In Al-Hala?
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
I don't know, bro.
Do you think it had something to do with why we didn't get waxed on that airfield? Doc paused for a second.
No. No, man, that's crazy talk. There was nothing down there but some fucking ancient booby trap bullshit.
Then why are we alive, man?
I don't know, man. I really don't. I just know that we're alive now, and I don't ever want to get blown up again.
I whispered, kaboom.
Come on, man. Let's get you to bed. You're all drunk and stabby.
The next morning at work, I printed out the after-action reports from my combat experiences and copies of my Purple Heart citations and stuck them on the read board next to the desk. I wasn't quite as hungover as I was the previous day, but I was still probably going to get it from Gunny Chanceworth. Staff Sergeant Bistro moseyed out of his office. The new papers on the board sparked his curiosity. He pulled them down and read them over. When he was about a third of the way through, he started taking turns staring at me and the papers. He left the room, papers in hand. My plan was in motion. I cracked half a smile and headed down to the smoke deck. The little blonde girl was already down there. Gladewine, do you do anything besides smoke?
Sergeant, every time you see me smoke, you're down here too.
Smartass. I lit my own.
Feeling better today, Sergeant?
Yeah, that alien shit fucked me up something fierce.
What's it like?
It's kind of like wine, but it's sweet and dry at the same time. It's all the good stuff from red and white wines with none of the bad. And it's black, like jet black.
So black you can't see through it?
Yeah, but it looks like it'd be syrupy. But it's the same consistency as regular wine. And there's a ridiculous amount of alcohol in it.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a good time.
It was. What do you think of the whole alien thing?
I think it's interesting. I mean, I think it's funny how it's nothing like it ever is in the movies. We find extraterrestrial life in the movies and the entire Earth bands together. We cast aside our petty differences and the world becomes a utopia. But here we are. There are still wars, drugs, crime, suffering, starvation, hunger, and disease. There isn't any inkling of the forming of a one-world government under Novus Ordo Seclorum, nor a Nunc Coeptis. I find it particularly entertaining how it's shaking people's faith. For some reason, a lot of people seem to believe the idea of extraterrestrials and God don't correlate. I personally don't see a problem with it.
Well, there's two ways to think about that. I mean, A, there is a God, or B, there's no God, and if there isn't a God, then it's mathematically impossible for something else not to be out there in the universe. And if there is a God, then it's both ignorant and arrogant to think that we're the only things he ever made.
I agree. What do you think about the whole alien situation, Sergeant?
Personally or politically?
How about politically?
They're assimilating and not being applied on society. They have jobs and they put money in the economy. What's not to like about them?
Well, Sergeant, what do you think about their technology and what new stuff they're bringing to the Earth?
I had cigarettes, booze, and a Jeep before they came. If there's anything else they bring, cool, but if not, I already got the material things.
Well, what do you think about them, personally?
Well, I'm dating one, so there's that. Gladewine looked surprised.
Really? How's that work?
Well, their anatomy is stupid similar to ours, like to the point where it made me think God wasn't really that creative. Like, my girlfriend's told me all about it, but the only thing I've really noticed besides their skin pigment is that their hair's a lot softer, and their pussies taste like honey.
Oh, too much information, Sergeant.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I finished my cigarette and walked back into the office. Staff Sergeant Bistro told me to stay away from Gunny Chanceworth the rest of the day. She wouldn't be hunting me down, but I should still avoid her.
Hey everybody, thank you for listening to Smokepit Fairytales Chapter 15. I'd like to thank my voice actors, Matt Kupcikevicius, Chuck LaVoki, Ainzwolf, Michelle Packard, and Hollis Joe McCollum. I'd also like to thank everyone that's supporting the channel on Patreon and everyone that's gotten a war chest, which is the first 6 books of this novel series inside of a custom painted ammo can with some, stickers and cards and a patch and all that stuff. And that's links to all that shit on my website. So, yeah. All right.
But yeah, thanks to everybody who's listened to this all the way through. If you're still listening, comment Sacred Relics of the Supernatural. Because that's one of the suggested YouTube videos that I'm looking at on my screen right now. I probably don't even know what the fuck that means. And when you comment that, I won't know what the fuck that means then either. All right. Y'all have a good one. I'll catch you next week. Here are a couple of bloopers. Ciao.
Oh, that was wrong. I didn't use enough fucking swear words in that fucking sentence. Shit.
And a breakfast burrito. Nonovich. Nonovich. Is there a Russian character now called Nonovich? Slap you, bitch!
Weak. Just like my lines.